Okay, so we can turn the display. All right. I'm going to shrink myself a little bit. Mm, maybe even here. All right. So this is a website where the implementation of Eagle Vote voting is residing. That's one of the servers. Let me get to idea how it's working. So when you log in, you can go to view. Or maybe I should make it even bigger. Font will be more visible. Let me do that. Go to 250. Okay, I think it's more visible. Okay, so we go to voting. Uh, so first you have to log in. So let me go back. So where you are not logged in, you press right here to log in. If you don't have an account, uh, you have an option then to create your account. So let me log out. And right here, there's the option to create account. And when you click on create account, you have a few things to fill: your name, email, phone, design, create username. It will check if it's available, create password, and register. It will check your email. So to activate the account, you have to go to your email and activate the account. So that will be uh, quite standard how every other software is using to log in. Let me get back to my login, my user. So when I log in, I'm landing on the page where where it's showing elections on which I can participate. So there are just test elections, few of them, and I can choose one of those elections to participate. Let me get this pad overload, just the test is not real. And we have 20 voters on this voting. The voters are anonymous. Each voter know its position. It calls spot. So voter know its own his her own spot. This way, I can see all votes, but I don't know who voted in each spot. I'm going to get my spot. So how it's done in real secure election. It will be envelope which you will pick, closed envelope in which there will be your spot with the spot number and special codes. I'm in a process of developing a little bit different approach how to do it. And that That approaches distribution of that spot numbers through electronically through computer to make it to make sure that my system doesn't know which voter pick which spot. It's quite complicated, so it's much easier to do it make to do it with printed envelopes, so it's out of computer, because computer have a tendency of recording everything and knowing everything. So as an administrator, if I send an email, I know where I send it, to each email I send it, and I can track it. It's a difficult to make it so there's no trackable, so I cannot track it, who actually got the and which spot. And the idea of election to be anonymous is accomplished by that the system doesn't know who got the specific spot. So the voter can vote. Voter is checked. Her eligibility to vote are checked in different software. But voting software assume that if the person got the spot, that means it's eligible, so checked elsewhere. And this way, voting software doesn't know the name of the person, who it is. So not knowing the name of the person or not being able to identify which voter have which spot, the voters can be anonymous. It's in this case there is a 20 voters. I can have predict that possibility that specific voter vote this or other way. It's 1 of 20. So it's quite good when we have a, let's say, 1,000 voters. So 1 in 1,000 I can guess, but that's not very good guess. So this way I assume we can say it's anonymous. So let's go. So this is just a view of results of the election. To vote, we have to go to Eagle Vote right here on the corner and click on this link. That link leads us to different hosts. So right now we have a host www.eaglevote.com. Now by using that link, we're going to go to not www, we're going to go to vote.eaglevote.com. In that host, there are no users. Everyone is a guest user. So going there, a system doesn't know. You're basically going to be logged out or logged in as a guest to that host name vote. I made it that purposely, so this way is a separation, and it's not easy for a system to track on the voting page. It's just you are as one of the guests. So when I go there, you will see that I will be here not as a BG22, but as, let's see, I'm guest with a long number. If I click on log out right here on this host vote.eaglevote.com, the number will change. So, and I will log in automatically. So I click log out. You see, I'm as a other guest, different guest. So I can click log out. I'm another yet guest. So the system know that I'm this and this guest. So this way I can go from page to page. But how to connect it to the voter? There's no link, because those numbers are random. every time when you go to this host, you get the random number or the number you've been here last time, but it's not connected to the voter. So if you are registered as a voter on that www.eaglevote.com, let's go there. Okay, I'm BG22, username BG22. So if I go to vote, this number on the end is 64EC. So let's go to BG22. Let's go back. It should keep the same number. But it's not related to me as a voter. You can always log out, make a different number. So from now on, you're going to be when you go to www and go back, you're going to be as this number, not trackable. Right here, we can start to get the voting spot. I will go for this election. There are other elections we can choose. I will go for this one. So I just click on the election ID, or actually anywhere. You can click here anywhere on this line. So that's fine. You get a page which is not 100% implemented. Access code is implemented. Group code is not. Voting code is implemented. So right here, what you see is the ID of the election, which is represented in this way. You can theoretically, if you know ID of your election, you can type it here, but it's much easier to go from here and choose. So you got the right number. So let's go with this one. And group code, let's select group code. That's going to be a way to distribute the spots electronically. So if you are far away and it's impossible to gather everybody in one place and pick the envelopes, that's going to be the most secure way to keep that voting is still anonymous. It's not very easy. It's a very clever way. I still have to develop that, continue to finish developing. Right now, normally you're going to, when you log in as a user, so when you are here as in this case BG22, you're going to be able to get for the voting on which you can be part of, you will be able to get the codes. Let's see. You're going to get that group code. That's going to be 2 long numbers. When you put them in, you will be able to get your spot on that specific election for which that group code going to be distributed for you. So not everybody going to be able to have a group code. Right now it's not fully developed, so there's a easy way. You just put zeros everywhere, and you just press on 0 and hold. Make sure you not overfill everything. So there's no checking 0, it's checking with 0. So something is not perfectly right. What's happening? Okay, I didn't select group code before. I have to first click group code and then put the numbers. So okay, now I got the option to pick my voting codes. or when I press here, I got PDF. You may be asked to save the PDF if you don't have a option to open automatically in your browser. You can save it and open different software or open in browser as well. There is something like access code and spot number 4. In this case, since it's not fully developed, we might get the same spot as somebody else. For testing purpose, that's good enough. Let's check it if that's the case. How are we going to check it? We can go to, let's say, go to here and go to voting and see if number 4 is already here. Somebody have a number 4. Now let me try one more. So I'm going to close number 4. I'm going to try it one more. Okay, number 14. Let me see if number 14 is already taken. Yep, it is. So I'm going to close it. Try again. Another 4. Normally, you will never get numbers which are already taken by somebody else, but not yet. That will be in the future. Right now, everything works when you have a access code distributed physically. And this is actually preferred, more secure way. Let's see number 18. Yeah, it's already distributed. Go one more. Number 4 again. So it's not as random as I would wish. Number 15. Let's see. It's already taken. Well, we have how many spots left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 or 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 spots left. There should be some chance of getting unique one. 19. That probably is. Yeah, that's vacant. Nobody used that before. Okay, so we go with spot number 19. Right now, you just highlight this code, access code, and copy it. Go to that voting place, click on access code, click on most left box, and paste. So all of that is type. You can type it in, but it's much easier to do it this way. I go back to PDF, and there's a verification code. Verification code is mainly in case when you type it physically, the code, because you don't have to use your computer. You can have that PDF printed, go to somewhere else, let's say library or somewhere where you are not identified that this is your computer, somebody else's computer, and type those two codes. And when you do that, you're supposed to get your ballot. Basically, all the voting which you can do for that election. So when you have those codes, you press here, and you are presented with option to vote. At this moment, it's simplified, just one voting. We can choose one of 3 people or pets. And vote. So we have on this page, we don't have information which spot we have. I think that for security reason, but you should remember that your spot is 19. So it's a good idea to remember. So even if somebody is looking at your shoulder, there are no information that person can use for their advantage. Uh, the main information is this access code that you should not give it to anybody, and verification code, mainly access code. And so when you go to that voting, let's see, we have spot 19, we didn't vote for anybody. Let's vote for the person in the middle, C2, candidate 2, which is Bullfast 2. So we can type it here, and because it's a testing, so each voting might have a restrictions. Right now, right here, there are no restrictions, so we can put right here 100, and it will go through. So you will put 100 votes to Bullfast 2 when you press right here. Press to submit your vote for local pet overload. So let's see, we have nothing here. We press that, and we should get 100 votes right away. Well, our candidate have a total of 104 votes this way, so it's winning. But if we subtract, well, we can go with a 0 and submit. It will be like we didn't vote. So that was a tie before between those two. Most elections going to accept just the one vote, and are going to be restricted that you cannot just type 100 or 1,000. So sometimes good idea to use just a plus. And if you put another plus, it will not increase. Same in right here, you can vote for more than one. In most cases, that's going to be restricted, but that depends from election to election. So the software is ready for all kind of combination, all kind of counting of the votes, all which is not implemented anywhere yet. It's possible to implement in that software just by putting specific restrictions and rules. So most common rules are voting by using one vote for one of the candidates. So I put it, let's put on the first one. So this way, going to be tie for all three votes. Let's see how it's going to look. Okay, so we have right here. Let's press that, and we should get right here. We got it. Candidate 1, vote number 1, and we got a tie right now. All three candidates are having same amount of votes. So let's fix that. Let's go for this candidate. Okay, so we should have it. Okay, we got it. Candidate number 3 is winning right now. Percentage are calculated. That can be adjusted for election to election, how it's presented. So this is just a testing presentation, but each election will have a own page with own options of voting for many different things, and it's going to be controlled by your access code. So when you pick your access code, you're going to have a full access to election, to your voting for this spot, in this case number 19. So you know your spot, so you can verify at the time of voting but there is a more powerful feature. And at end of the election, all the votes as presented right here, it could be thousands of votes, going to be printed on the sheet of paper, big one, or many papers, and presented to the voters. Why all at same place? Because if you look, you're not telling which spot you actually looking. You can try to look at 10 different spots. If someone is tracking your eyes, not going to know which information actually is important for you. So I can look at spot number 6, number 20, number 19, number 18. Okay, I already, or if even if there is a camera which looking at your eyes, going to know that you looked at many. I can start looking and mm, try to see, let's say, 100 different spots. No way that computer connected to the camera going to know which one did you actually meant to verify. So on the end of the election, you verify your spot. You verify if the voting on your spot, that's mean your voting, is same. Why it's important? If everybody going to verify that actually your the voting where person or voter that voter vote is not changed, that means system is not hacked and the voting is correct. Since you can see all the votes, you can calculate who win. You can calculate these numbers. You don't have to rely on the software because you don't know the algorithm right here, how it's calculated, but algorithm going to be open to everybody. So there is a restriction. You cannot use that system if you don't provide to the voters the way how to calculate winner and loser, and election have to be open to everybody. So calculation of the outcome and the votes are public. This way, even if the system is hacked, let's say some people can say, can argue, oh, because it's an electronic system, so it can be hacked. Well, if it's hacked, you're going to tell that my spot, not telling which one, my spot is not as it's supposed to be. At this moment, all the system is not connected to the internet at end of the election. So you can go and change your spot to be correct. If it's still not right, that means something is totally wrong and election is not certified. Every voter have to certify that their voting is correct. Otherwise, election is not certified and not valid. So possibility that someone going to hack that system and wrong candidate going to win is not there. So there is not even urge that someone going to start hacking. It can make a disruption, but it will never achieve that the candidate which they want to, whoever is hacking, want to win. It's not going to be. It's not going to happen. Basically, there are going to be a possibility of putting more restrictive measures for the election and proceed it again. So, on the end, all voters will know that voting is correct. All right, so I will take a break at the moment. So that will be good for now. Thank you for a moment.